Live from Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville, Tennessee, Southeastern Conference basketball. This afternoon, the Volunteers of Tennessee against the Commodores of Vanderbilt. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Nashville, Tennessee for this old rivalry between Vandy and Tennessee. I'm Tom Hammond. I'll call the play-by-play. Joe Dean alongside for the color commentary today. And, Joe, these two teams have been up and down most of the season. Vanderbilt and Tennessee are old rivals. Tennessee comes in with a record of 12-7. On the losing side, 3-4 in the SEC. And it's been the SEC road games that have been the Vols' problem.
Well, Tom, it's so accurate. They've lost 8 consecutive road games in SEC play, and that dates back into last season. Don DeVoe said before the game here that this is a very pivotal game for them. They've got to win sometime on the road if they have any chance of staying in the race, taking for granted that he's going to win at home, and he's going to start 2 freshmen today in this game.
The Vanderbilt Commodores have been up and down all season. They won on the road at Auburn. They have a record of 9-7 overall, and they're 4-3 in the SEC, just a game in the loss column behind the leaders in the conference race.
Well, they had a big win at Auburn that nobody thought they could do it. What a win that was. They've been very good at home, and of course CM thinks he has to win at home too if he's going to stay in the race. He's scared to death of the quickness of the Tennessee Volunteers. So he's talked a little bit about a 2-3 zone and packing it in to maybe control some of the speed of Tennessee.
Overall, Tennessee has a pretty good lead in this series, but last year, 2 great close games, both won by Vandy.
Well, would you believe Tennessee had won 10 straight, which is unbelievable in this series, until last year. Both games decided by 1 point last year, and both games decided by little Phil Cox, who hit foul shots at the buzzer to win for Vanderbilt.
All right, let's take a look at some individual players that'll be involved in today's game. First for Tennessee, their leading scorer, Willie Burton.
Well, Willie Burton leads them in scoring, he leads them in rebounding, and he must have the good game if they're going to win here. We're seeing him here. I don't know if you can see it or not on your screen.
Saw him running backwards.
Yeah, we saw him going backwards. He was having a lot of fun, and he had good speed and quickness. But he made a steal, and he went down and stuffed it. He's the young man who hit a 30-footer at the buzzer to beat LSU by 1 point in Knoxville the other night. And what a big win that was. That's a good shot there of Willie Burton.
Willie Burton also plays defense as well as offense. And for Vanderbilt, a couple of guys that make them go. The first one you've got to look at is Jeff Turner. What a year he's having.
What a year he's having is right, Tom. He leads them in scoring, and he's doing it on the boards. Since the league has started, he's shooting over 58% from the field, and he leads the Southeastern Conference in free throw percentage. His ambition, he wants to make the Olympic team, and he wants to be academic All-SEC. Isn't that great?
Well, I'll tell you, an academic All-SEC choice last year in the backcourt, one of 4 academic All-SEC choices for the Commodores, Phil Cox.
And that's the little guy you just saw there putting up that 20-footer. He's the blonde bomber here. This crowd loves him. He comes to play, and he'll put it up from anywhere. He's got good range, and he can get a lot of string music in this town of Music USA.
All right, we're expecting a good game this afternoon. The Commodores and the Volunteers. We'll be back with the introduction of the starting lineups in just a moment.
For Eddie Hutter, whose car had the muscle but whose gas lacked guts, there's Gulf Super Unleaded, the gas with guts. For David Garcia, whose diesel rabbit couldn't get hopping, the Gulf's green filters his fuel for starts quick as a bunny. For the Bayshore Bulls, whose pass is incomplete, Gulf's gas with guts has the power they need.
Gulf, everything we do makes driving better for you.
I could tell you that S&K is having a winter clearance with unprecedented savings, but I'd rather you see for yourself. S&K always has quality menswear at 40 to 50% off. Now prices are even lower, 25% lower. $225 suits are $89.90. $35 sweaters are $12.90, and jackets are $59.90. Plus S&K has sport coats and slacks, again at an extra 25% off.
In the Outlets Limited Mall, High 65 at exit 97, 1 mile north of Rivergate Mall.
Let's settle in here, all right? I'm guessing that they're hiding right out in this grass. Watch me, partner. It's all in the wrists. Oh, I got bit. Big. Game on in. Let's get a look at that hog. Oh, nice meeting you, big guy.
The Red Man reaction. Satisfaction.
Tom Hammond and Joe Dean again from Nashville. Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Here are the starting lineups. The Vols of Tennessee, 12-7, 3-4 in the SEC. Tyrone Beeman, 5'11 senior from Niagara Falls, New York, averaging 7 a game. Tony White starts at guard. 6'2 freshman, Charlotte, North Carolina. He averages 4 points per game. Rod Jones, a starter at forward. 6'7 junior from Knoxville, 8 points a game average. Fred Jenkins, a starter. 6'3 freshman, Columbia, Tennessee, 11 a game. And Willie Burton, who leads the Vols in scoring at 14 a game, 6'7 senior from Millen, Georgia. And the Volunteers coached by Don DeVoe in his 6th year at Tennessee with a record of 112 wins, 60 losses. Overall, he has won 229 games and lost 130 in 13 years of coaching. Now let's take a look at the Commodores of Vanderbilt, 9-7 overall, 4-3 in the SEC. Al McKinney at guard, 6'2 senior from Kensington, Maryland. He is the assist leader on this Vanderbilt squad. Phil Cox starts in the backcourt, 5'11 junior, DeHoyt, Kentucky, averages 12 points a game. Brett Burrell, the center, 6'10 sophomore from Radcliffe, Kentucky, averaging 10 points, 4 rebounds a game. Bobby Westbrooks at forward, 6'6 sophomore, Memphis, Tennessee, 5 points, 5 rebounds a game. And Jeff Turner, 6'9 senior, Brandon, Florida, averages 16 points and 7 rebounds a game to lead the Commodores in both departments. C.M. Newton, the dean of Southeastern Conference coaches, at the helm of the Commodores. In his 3rd year here, he's won 43 while losing 34. His 27th year overall, 423 wins, 294 losses. The Volunteers against the Commodores from Memorial Gym in Nashville, Tennessee. Back with the opening tip-off right after these words.
The footsteps of William Shakespeare along the River Avon. I am a once mighty castle on the shores of Loch Ness. I am a thatched cottage in an old English village. I am British Caledonian Airways. I am the first-class way to London. I will serve you the finest European cuisine. You'll enjoy the luxury and comfort of a Sky Lounger seat and the personal service recognized by many as the finest in the world. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
We're back in Nashville, Tennessee. The officials for this afternoon's game, Reggie Copeland is the referee. The umpires, Wally Tanner and Roger Paramore. Vanderbilt in the home white, trimmed in black and gold, and Tennessee in the road orange uniforms, trimmed in blue and white. And to get the game underway, Rod Jones will jump for Tennessee against Jeff Turner of Vanderbilt. Turner 6'9", Jones 6'7". The tap controlled by Tennessee. Jones pulls it down, feeds to Tyrone Beeman, who brings it up against what kind of Vandy defense?
2-3. We mentioned the speed and quickness of Tennessee. C.M. Newton concerned, and they're going to try to pack it in and try to curtail somewhat the quickness of Tennessee because they've started a small lineup, and it does have excellent quickness.
Working around the perimeter of the Vandy zone. Tennessee, a good shooting team, 50.9% as a team on the year. Tyrone Beeman can't hit. Battle for the rebound. Knocked away from Turner. Out of bounds. Last touch by Jenkins of Tennessee.
Jenkins is the freshman. They started 2 along with Tony White, and they think that Fred Jenkins is going to be one of the really great players of the future. in volunteer country, Knoxville.
What about the Tennessee defense?
Man-to-man, and of course, that's the way DeVoe likes to play it.
Cox got away from his man, couldn't hit the shot. Turner misfired on 2 tips. This is Westbrook's. His shot rejected by Jones. Here's Beeman on a run out for Tennessee. Nice pass. Jenkins got it.
Beautiful pass by Tyrone Beeman. He leads this team in assists. He took it, made the defense commit. Good bounce pass right there. Looked one way, threw it the other. Got nothing but string. Vols jump on top.
2-0 Tennessee. Vanderbilt goes inside. Burrow flashes back to Cox. Tried to get it to Burrow again. Picked off by Burton. Here's Willie Burton in against Tennessee. He puts it up. Beeman puts it up and in. McKinney was back on defense, but again, the Volunteers handling the break to perfection.
Willie Burton got the bad pass from Phil Cox. Stepped in, stole it, brought it down court. Again, made the defense commit right there. A beautiful bounce pass over to Tyrone Beeman, who made that other great pass, and he's fouled just as he gets it on the glass. A beautiful play by Tennessee.
Phil Cox there committing the first foul of the game. It sends Tyrone Beeman to the line, and he hits. Tyrone Beeman gives the Volunteers a quick 5-point lead. 5-0 Tennessee.
Again, Tennessee's quickness, their lineup is 5'11", 6'2", 6'3", so they're playing almost 3 guards in this game. The other 2 players are 6'7" and 6'7", so they're small.
This is McKinney at long range for the Commodores. Brett Burrow trying to operate on his man, reach in and knock it away from him. Jones comes up with the steal. Here's Beeman quickly in front court. Volunteers looking to go up 7-0. It's good by Tony White. White just threaded the needle between defensive players.
He's the young man that came in against Auburn and almost pulled it out for him, and they say, hey, we'll start you, and he's got them off to a good start, and they look sharp.
Cox misses for Vanderbilt. Commodores still haven't scored. Jenkins is fouled.
Vandy needs a timeout.
They've gone 2 minutes and 2 seconds without a point. Tennessee up by 7 with a chance to get 2 more here on this possession.
Brett Burrow tried to put the ball on the floor, and again, the quickness of the Tennessee defense. It's man-to-man, stole it, and they've got it back. Possession, Tennessee.
Vanderbilt still in the zone. Tennessee has been able to get 2 buckets on runouts.
Nothing wrong with the Vandy defense at this point. It's just, as you mentioned, they're converting turnovers into baskets.
White can't hit, but Burton has the rebound. Fakes, partially blocked by Burrow, who pulls it down for Vanderbilt. Here's Turner in front court for the Commodores. Fakes, can't shoot. Sends it out to McKinney to set up the offense.
He's being guarded by number 34, Rob Jones.
Brett Burrow, the sophomore center for the Commodores, hits from outside. Vandy's first points. They're down 7-2.
Yeah, they got the lid off.
Vanderbilt went nearly 3 minutes without a point. White goes baseline to Jones. Vandy still zoning. This is Beeman. And now White on the point. Back to Beeman. Bounces it in to Burton. Knocked away momentarily, but saved by Jenkins of Tennessee. This is White in traffic. A collision. The basket goes in. It will count. And the foul will be on Tennessee.
He's an aggressive young man, this freshman. Number 11, Tony White from Charlotte, North Carolina. Gets penetration right into the heart of that zone defense right there. Good defense by Vandy, but the basket counts and full court pressure by Tennessee.
Tony White has 4 points. That was also his first foul, the first against the Volunteers. Here's Roger Paramore, the official, taking a timeout. Checking to see if someone was all right, I think. May have been what Paramore thought was an injury, and he called it.
I think he thought something was wrong with Tyrone Beeman. A steal by Tennessee.
Rob Jones picked it off to Jenkins, to Burton. Good.
Tom, they look awesome at this point. I mean, they are razor sharp. The defense is quick, and Vandy already is going to bring in somebody off the bench.
9-point lead for the Volunteers of Tennessee. Played 3.5 minutes in Nashville. Tennessee with a blitz thus far. Here's Turner from outside. He got it.
We mentioned when we came on, he's having a great year, and particularly since the Southeastern Conference race started, shooting over 58%. And he's averaging 19 points a game in league play.
White feeds baseline. Jenkins can't penetrate the Vandy zone. They'll set it up again as we come down to the 16-minute mark, first half. Tennessee leads by 7. Baseline jump shot good by Fred Jenkins. He has 4 points. The freshmen, Jenkins and White, have combined for 8 of Tennessee's 13.
Jenkins is working the backside against that zone defense, and they're getting it behind the defense, and he's open on the baseline. McKinney.
Outside, can't hit. Out of bounds to Vanderbilt. Commodores get a couple of subs in the game. Jeff Gary and Glenn Clem. Gary, a 6'4" senior from Anderson, Indiana, averages 6 a game. And Glenn Clem, a 6'6" freshman from Jasper, Alabama, he averages 5 points a game. We have a timeout here. 15:39 to play in the first half. It's been all Tennessee so far. The Volunteers lead the Commodores 13-4.
Good dinner.
Your favorite.
The Red Man reaction. Satisfaction.
When it comes time to kick up your heels, you want a beer that won't slow you down.
Turn it loose, turn it loose, turn it loose tonight. Coors Light, turn it loose tonight. Don't hold back, turn it loose tonight. Coors Light. Beer after beer when you're moving around. Coors Light is the one that won't slow you down. Coors Light. Turn it loose tonight. Turn it loose, turn it loose.
Today, the most exciting new ideas in the hotel business come from Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn is a better place to be.
It works much better.
It tastes much better.
Better and better.
Really better.
Holodex 2, the industry's first bimodal reservation system, ensures your room is waiting. Innovations like this make Holiday Inn hotels #1.
We're #1, your worldwide host. First with what you want the most.
Call 800-HOLIDAY.
Holiday Inn is a better place to be.
Tom Hammond and Joe Dean from Nashville, Tennessee. Thus far, Vanderbilt able to connect on only 25% of its field goal attempts, where Tennessee is hitting 66.7. Volunteers leading 13-4. Tennessee now with a zone.
Well, they zone the inbounds pass, which they'll always do, and they just stayed in.
Turner had it rim out on the floor, but picked up by Vanderbilt. McKinney feeds to Burrow, who lays it in.
Beautiful pass from McKinney. He saw he was in the land of the Giants. He wasn't going to be able to put it up. Kind of got off the air, a little shovel pass, and Brett Burrow softly laid it in.
That's the lead back to 7. Vanderbilt sticking with his own defense. They have Gary and Clem in the game, who came in just before the timeout. There's a block of White shot picked up on the fly by McKinney. Here come the Commodores on the run. Leave it for Turner. Shot on its way. Good.
Well, he's the guy they look for. He releases quickly if he sees that they get the ball off the board, and he likes to fan out either the right side or left side, and they look to him, and he is unbelievable from there.
Lob inside to Jones, picked off by McKinney of Vanderbilt.
Andy more aggressive now. All of a sudden, they've turned 2 turnovers, 1 into a basket. Let's see what they do here.
They've scored 4 straight points, have a chance to make it 6 in a row with a bucket here. Turner outside it comes to Gary. Offense underway. Tennessee man-to-man. Played zone briefly on the out-of-bounds play. Blocked and a foul. Turner made a move for the hoop. Jones got him on the arm.
Rob Jones, an excellent defensive player, and you see Coach Don DeVoe right here. We'll look at it again. Jeff Gary is going to make a bounce pass right there as Jeff Turner cuts for the basket. They say he made the block, but he got a little piece of him as he did. And we'll shoot 2. And Jeff Turner is the #1 free throw shooter in the Southeastern Conference.
86% at the free throw line. He's hit 44 of 51 this season. Steve Reese into the game for Vandy. 33 in white, 6'9" freshman from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Averages 4 points and 3 rebounds a game. He replaces Burrow as Turner hits the free throw.
Did not draw iron. String music, Nashville, Tennessee. A little fiddling going on here. Music City.
15,626 capacity crowd this afternoon in Memorial Gym. As Turner hits both free throws, he has 6 points in the game. Vandy has scored 6 in a row to pull within 3.
And all of a sudden, Vanderbilt got new life, much more aggressive, and they've gone to zone pressure full court, but Tennessee handled it with ease.
Vandy falls back in the zone. Beeman attacks.
Still a 2-3.
Beeman thought about shooting from out there, but changed his mind. Goes inside instead. The shot over Turner is good. That was Jenkins. Fred Jenkins, leading scorer for Tennessee thus far, with 6. Puts the Vols back out by 5 points. Tennessee sticks with the man-to-man. Going right through the teeth of the defense was Glenn Clem.
You won't see a better move than that. He faked left, and he exploded with everything and took it home. Glenn Clem.
First basket for Clem off the bench. His father's a coach.
Getting ready to say he's fundamentally sound, Tom, because he's all he's ever known.
Here's Beeman. They leave him open. He can't hit it. On the rebound, Jones strong onto the offensive board. Tapped out of bounds by Tennessee. It'll go to Vanderbilt. Tennessee gets a sub into the game. Myron Carter, 6'2" junior from Madison, Tennessee, averages a point a game. He replaces Beeman. I don't think Don DeVoe liked that last shot that Beeman took.
Carter's only played in 13 games this year. He wants to talk to him. That's what he's doing. He's down talking to Tyrone Beeman now.
That pass right through the hands of McKinney, and Vanderbilt turns it over.
Well, Tennessee come roaring out of the blocks. They were up 11-2, 9. Looked razor sharp. Tennessee was doing it all. Good defense, good fast break. And Vanderbilt was a little passive, but they're back doing it now.
Tennessee attacking right now. Here's Carter at long range. McKinney has him as the zone shifts over to take him. White has taken over Beeman's point duties on the offensive end for Tennessee. This is Burton. Skip pass across court to Carter. Burton again. Shot clock down to 12 seconds. Shot good by Carter.
Hard to say, Tom. He's only shot 8 times all year, but he made 4 of them. So he's 5 of 9 now. That's not bad.
And he gives the Vols another 5-point lead. 17-12. 12.5 minutes to go. First half from Nashville. Outside shot, McKinney. Good.
He doesn't like to shoot much. He does the penetration. He's the assist leader. He kicks it off. They just backed away from him, and they're going to do that some to him because they don't think that he wants to shoot. He drilled it.
3-point lead for the Volunteers of Tennessee. Volunteers have lost 8 straight Southeastern Conference road games. Vanderbilt in the SEC race. Just a game in the lost column behind the leaders. Kentucky a winner already today over Georgia. White from outside hits for his 6th point.
They had a little triangle set up. They had a little mismatch, 3 against 2, really. They kept moving it and finally got an excellent 15-foot percentage shot.
Vanderbilt with the ball, 11.5 minutes to play. White of Tennessee, the last-minute starter by Coach Don DeVoe, averaging 4 a game, already has 6 in the first 9 minutes of play. Turnaround hook shot good by Steve Reese.
Well, he caught his defensive player behind him. Jeff Turner made an excellent bad bounce pass in traffic in close. He just brought it back to the middle on a little jump hook. Beautiful play by another one of these excellent freshmen in this Southeastern Conference. Vanderbilt loaded with the good young players.
It is indeed. Vanderbilt continues to match baskets with Tennessee. The Vols have a 3-point lead and the basketball. Burton in traffic walks. The defense sort of collapsed on him as he got the pass and couldn't get the dribble down. So he'll turn it over to Vanderbilt. It'll be the Commodores' ball when we come back to play. From Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville, Tennessee, timeout with 11 minutes, 2 seconds to play in the first half. And the score, Tennessee 19, Vanderbilt 16. We'll be right back.
Mr. Lemming, the package is here. They use Federal Express. Wait!
Federal Express. Why fool around with anyone else?
How do you keep your car running right? With the help of Honey's Auto Parts. Honey's has helped with the right parts for years and still guarantees complete satisfaction with every product they sell. Convenient hours, the best locations, and low prices make Honey's the best all around. And the hard-to-find part is easy with Honey's Beeline service. Now, you could pay service center prices or do it yourself for less.
At Honey's, we help you help yourself.
Ford Escort. It's engineered with 4-wheel independent suspension for a smoother ride than this Japanese import. It's engineered with more passenger room than this Japanese import. Plus, Escort has more standard features than this Japanese import. And now with the new available 2-liter diesel engine, Ford Escort is engineered for better mileage ratings than this Japanese import. Have you driven the best-built American cars? Have you driven a Ford lately?
At the conclusion of today's game, we'll be selecting a golf most valuable player from each team. In addition to recognizing our 2 MVPs, Gulf Oil and its dealers will donate a $500 scholarship to the General Scholarship Fund of both Tennessee and Vanderbilt as part of the Gulf Most Valuable Player Award Scholarship Program. Vanderbilt with the basketball, trailing by 3. As the clock ticks under 11 minutes in the first half, Vanderbilt has never led in the game. Tennessee has been up by as many as 9. Phil Cox back into the game for the Commodores. On a high post, Turner turns, fires over Jones. No good. Jones with a rebound. Turner hitting 53% overall for the season from the field, even higher than that in SEC games, but unable to buy that one as Jones right there on the defense. White has had a hot hand outside, and it streak continues.
They're going to have to put more pressure on the point of the ball in the wing. Tony White had an excellent game from the outside, and from about 15 feet, they're backing away from him. They're going to have to put the pressure on that spot.
White with 8 points has already doubled his average. Here's a steal by Tennessee. Carter up with it, takes it back from Jenkins and brings it into front court. 5-point lead for the Volunteers. The basket here would give them a 7-point advantage. 9:57 on the clock, first half. See if they try to get it to White. No, instead Carter will take it from outside, and Carter hits.
He's 2 for 2.
And the Volunteers continue to shoot better than 60% for the game. Vandy at one time was down at 25%, but they're up to 50 now. And helped them get back in it. But right now, a little burst by Tennessee has put the Vols back up 23-16. There's a foul as Turner makes his move. It'll be a call against Tennessee.
They were trying to create some weak side help there, and he reached and grabbed as they had the ball in the middle of the defense right there.
Jenkins commits the foul. That is his first and the third against the Volunteers. Burrow comes back in for Vandy. Jeff Gary is back in. Bobby Westbrooks returns also.
Coach Sam Newton not afraid to go to that bench. He's pretty deep. A lot of players, when things weren't going good early, he started turning people over. Let's get something happening. Let's don't sit back.
And it comes out at long range to McKinney, who sets up the Commodore offense.
Tennessee stays in that zone defense. As we mentioned, they'll always zone the inbounds pass, and then they'll stay in that zone. It's a 2-3.
Westbrooks tries to lob and does get it to Turner. He's surrounded by orange shirts, puts up a shot and hits it.
He's just deadly from that close range, about 10 feet. Turn around and got nothing but bottom. Tough to defend him, Tom. He's 6'9", and he just really shoots it over you.
6th leading scorer in the Southeastern Conference, 10th leading rebounder, number 1 in free throw percentage. His final year at Vandy, an excellent one. White put a shot up, partially blocked. It comes up short, picked up by Westbrooks of Vanderbilt.
And Westbrooks did a beautiful job of blocking off the board, and that's why the rebound just fell to him. Nobody there to contest him because of the blockout.
Vandy with the ball, down 5. Outside shot, up and good by Jeff Gary.
Well, that's the book on him. He's the zone buster. He's their outside shooter. He has excellent range, and when he's got it going, he can shoot it with the best.
6 Commodores have cracked the scoring column this afternoon. They have 20 points distributed among 6 players, and they're down by 3. Carter on the point, on a wing. Jenkins gives it inside. Burton, turnaround jumper, no good. Turner couldn't handle the rebound and then blocks the shot, commits a foul. Let's see. Yes. Fans wanted a jump ball, so did Coach C. and Newton, but it'll be a foul on Jeff Turner, his first. Watch it again.
Right there. He got a lot of him. He took everything down. We'll shoot 2.
Second foul whistled against Vanderbilt in the first half as Fred Jenkins steps to the line for Tennessee. Jenkins and White have combined for 14 of Tennessee's 23 points thus far. Rolls in for Jenkins. High school All-American, averaged 16 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 block shots as a high school senior. Hits both free throws, give him 8 in the game to match the total of fellow freshman White and give us a timeout. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to play in the first half. The free throws by Jenkins have given Tennessee a 5-point lead. Timeout with a score, Tennessee 25, Vanderbilt 20.
The makers of Gatorade Thirst Quencher are proud to be the official drink of Southeastern Conference basketball broadcasts on the SPI Network.
Pours to you the pain of it, pours to you the
When the Joneses needed more room.
Move over. You move over.
Can you get that?
No, you get it.
When the Wilsons needed to expand their growing business, they both turned to their friend and financial partner, Third National Bank. At Third National, we've got the resources and experience to help businesses and growing families get home improvement loans, small business loans, or loans for just about anything from Third National Bank.
Friends and financial partners, Third National Bank.
Back in Nashville with Tennessee leading Vandy by 5. Coming up tomorrow afternoon on most of these SPI network stations, the Rebels of Ole Miss visit the Gators of Florida. Florida, a hot team in the SEC at the moment, and in the thick of the race with a 4-3 league mark.
Well, they are hot. Big win over Georgia the other night in Athens, led by Eugene, the Duncan Machine McDowell. He was unbelievable the other night.
Zone defense from the Volunteers and on the out-of-bounds play, and Vanderbilt attacking around the perimeter. They're down by 5. 25-20 the score. Tennessee up. Vols have never trailed in the game. The biggest lead has been 9. Westbrook's right in the middle of the zone, comes back out. Tennessee has Big Dan Fetterman in the game, 6'10 senior from Cincinnati, Ohio. Averages 8 points and 4 rebounds a game. He's 33 in the orange uniform.
Shot clock is 7.
Turner puts it up. No good. Burrow taps it to Westbrooks. His shot up and in.
Excellent offensive board. Brett Barrow kept it alive. Bobby Westbrook got it and put it back in.
7 Commodores have scored. The only man that has played for Vanderbilt and has not scored is Phil Cox. 25-22, 3-point Tennessee lead. 7 minutes, 10 seconds, first half.
They've had Cox in and out of this game. He made a few bad passes, and Steve Newton's kind of had him on a string.
Has Vanderbilt gone man-to-man now?
Tom, they've switched. They've gone man-to-man this trip. It cost them a basket.
Carter hits it. Myron Carter off the Tennessee bench has 6 points, averaging only 1 a game coming in.
3 for 3 from the field. Because he is an excellent shooter.
Turner has a little room, kicks it back outside. McKinney's shot rims out, no good. Westbrook's battles, comes to Turner, who lays it in.
They got a break. It kicked off. Westbrook's kept it alive. Brett Barrow got a piece of it. But there it came right to Jeff Turner, and he just laid it in.
10 points in the game for Turner. He leads all scorers. Vandy back within 3. Commodore stick with a man-to-man this time down court.
McKinney on Carter. Cox is on Tony White.
White gives on a high post to Burton, takes it back. Feed it out to Carter. 16 seconds on the shot clock. White in traffic, walks.
Good helping defense. He made good penetration, but they helped out so much, they intimidated him, and he turned it over. In the early going in this game, Tennessee's defense definitely was dictating the play. But in the last 10 minutes of this half, Vanderbilt has done a much better job of breaking the defense down, being much more patient and getting better shots, and they've crawled back into this game.
Leave Westbrook's wide open. He misses badly, but Turner saves it into McKinney. Great play by Jeff Turner.
Shot clock reset.
Vanderbilt attacking. A bucket would pull them within 1. Burrow surrounded. Gives it back out to Turner. Lucky to get rid of it. Cox initiates the offense again.
He's being guarded by Tony White, who is very, very quick. And he's giving Cox problems to get outside shots.
Shot block comes right back to Turner.
That shot clock again is reset after that block shot.
Burrow comes out, brings Fetterman with him. Westbrooks gets a step but doesn't shoot. Back to McKinney. Cox in the corner. Unable to get anything off the Tennessee defense. Turner outside shot, no good. Cox fights for the rebound, but Jenkins has it for Tennessee. Here come the Volunteers. Jenkins gets away from his man McKinney momentarily. Fetterman flashes back out to White. Gives it up to Carter. He is perfect. 4 for 4. Myron Carter off the Vol bench.
Penetration by Tony White. And there was Carter sitting in the wing waiting for it, and he drilled it. What a job he's done off the bench.
Tennessee offensively has done a little wrong today.
They look sharp.
Jeff Turner has it. And Burton with the defense on Turner.
Andy making Tennessee play defense a little longer each trip down. The Vols have hung tough so far.
Commodores with a lot of patience. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to play first half. A 5-point lead for Tennessee. Burrow from outside. His shot no good. Burton clears the rebound. He went up and wiped the glass clean on that one. Don DeVoe off the Tennessee bench, getting ready to send a sub into the game as his Volunteers attack, holding a 5-point lead. Less than 4 minutes remaining first half. Vanderbilt back to the zone. This is White on the point for the Volunteers. Burton looks inside. They leave him open for a moment. He fires off the glass. It's good.
Really shot it too hard, but he drove it home. You'll take him any way you can get him. 7-point
lead, Volunteers. Westbrook short on the fly, picked up by Westbrooks. They outfought Jenkins for it. Goes for the hoop again. That should be goaltending. It is. Credit the basket to Bobby Westbrooks.
Good, aggressive, hard-nosed play by Bobby Westbrooks. Missed the shot, went and got his own rebound after Tennessee had it. Brought it back with a lot of just force and aggressiveness. Shot was goaltended. There's a good shot of Coach C.M. Newton. That's 19th winningest active coach in America.
Steve Reese comes back in for Vanderbilt. Kevin Woods is in for Tennessee. We have a timeout. 3:20 to play first half. The Volunteers lead the Commodores 31-26.
Today's game is an exclusive presentation of Sports Productions Incorporated and Lorimar Productions.
To win at this game, your feet need help. They need an edge. I gotta do fast starts, quick stops, jumping, kicking, miles of foot-pounding running. Here's my winning edge. Super tough insoles from Older Readers.
Super Tough. Reduce shock and foot fatigue. It's like wearing thousands of tiny foam springs to help you keep that spring in your step feeling.
And Older Readers' activated charcoal formula keeps even sneakers from smelling like sneakers.
Whatever your game, feel more spring in it. Super Tough Odor Readers for the winning edge.
I'm tough on tillers. That's why Aaron's rear tine tillers were an easy choice for me. They're engineered for tough customers. They till a 20-inch swath, 7 inches deep, so they give you a beautiful, ready-to-plant seed bed. They have forward and reverse power, swinging handlebars, and one tough frame. If you're into gardening like I am, you shouldn't settle for anything less.
Available at Roper Bicycle Service, Tullahoma, and Gravely Sales and Service, 942 Main Street, Nashville.
The Commodore cheerleaders trying to rally the 15,000 or so Vanderbilt fans in the audience this afternoon. Their Commodores trailing Tennessee 31-26 with 3:20 to play in the first half. Hope you'll join us this Monday night on most of these SPI network stations. The Volunteers travel to Lexington to take on the Kentucky Wildcats. In fact, Kentucky is the only school that holds a series edge on Tennessee. Two great rivals, the Vols and the Wildcats, Monday night on these SPI stations. Burton tries to feed it to Fetterman. I don't think Fetterman was expecting that little shovel pass, and the Volunteers turn it over. Now they're going to have a conference. Copeland and Tanner are saying which way did it go.
One official called it one way, and I think the other way, and we'll probably have a jump ball unless one official overrules the other one, and it looks like that's what's happening.
Wally Tanner said, yes, I had a good eye on it, and it should be Vanderbilt's ball. Reggie Copeland says, if you saw it, let's go that way. That's the score. Tennessee leading. They've never trailed. And even 3 minutes remaining in the first half. Reese has it taken away by Fetterman. 6'10" Dan Fetterman on the defense for the Vols. One of the trademarks of Don DeVoe's teams, that aggressive man-to-man overplaying defense, and they have done a good job again this afternoon. White. Tony White is hot. 10 points in the first half for the freshman.
What a game he's had. He just got by the wing player on the zone. Nobody picked him up, and he was home free.
Here's a foul as Reese drives for the basket. Tennessee still shooting well over 60%, while Vandy is hovering around the 46% mark. Here's that last foul as Reese drives for the basket. And he gets a leg stuck out there, doesn't he, Joe, from Dan Fetterman. That'll be the first foul on Fetterman.
Fetterman didn't move his feet and play the good defense, and it cost him.
4 fouls on Tennessee. No player in the game has committed more than 1 foul. Tennessee 14 fouls, Vandy only 2. Cox misses again. Rebound Burton of Tennessee. Cox still hasn't scored. Here's White in a hurry for the Vols. Kicks it to Carter. Carter brings it back out to set up the offense. 2 minutes, 15 seconds now remaining first half. 33-26 Tennessee.
Vandy's still in the 2-3 zone. They've man-to-man 2 offensive sets by Tennessee. Tennessee handled it well, picked it up early, didn't fool them. They came back to the zone.
Burton from outside, high kicks and goes over the backboard, out of bounds to Vandy. So the Commodores a chance to chip 2 off the Tennessee lead. And the fans trying to get the Commodores back in the game. They're down by 7. There's that man-to-man again from Tennessee. McKinney can't get anything off Carter. Now set it up to Turner to set up the offense again. This is Reese at long range looking inside. They get it inside. Turner fakes Burton. Gets some help on defense from Fetterman, and somehow or other muscles it up and in.
Beautiful power move by Jeff Turner on the inside. They got the bounce pass to him. Didn't look like he had it. They tried to two-time him, double team on the baseline, but he went base. They didn't pick him up real well. Bam, that left hand did it for him.
12 points in the game for Jeff Turner. Here's a foul on Vanderbilt.
Steve Reese.
Reese has his first foul. It's only 3 against the Commodores. On the common foul, it'll be Tennessee's ball from beneath their own goal.
That's the 4th team foul against Vandy in this half. Tennessee's committed 4. Neither team in any danger of any 1-1 in the first half.
White lobs it inside, intended for Burton. The pass too tall. Scramble for it, picked up by Burton. He fakes Turner, puts it up and in.
Tremendous break for Tennessee. Ball just rolled through Vandy players' legs, and there was Burton. And then it put back in.
He faked Turner and got his shot away, hit it. Here's an outside shot, no good. Fight for it, and Clem couldn't hit the shot, and Carter is fouled by Vanderbilt's McKinney.
Well, with 7 seconds to go in the half, it was a good gamble. That's the 15th foul against Vandy. Tennessee will just take the ball out of bounds.
Second foul on Al McKinney.
In fact, they could gamble one more here, and it wouldn't be a bad move for Vanderbilt to take a chance at a steal. And if they get it, great. And if they don't, all Tennessee will do will take the ball out of bounds, because they're going to hold it really almost for the last shot. You've got almost the same amount of time left in the game as in the first half in the game clock as you do on the shot clock.
And that's exactly what Tennessee is doing. They'll hold it for the final shot, leading 35-28.
They ought to step out and commit a foul. Not, try to get the steal. Don't do it intentionally, because it could cost you 2 shots. Vandy's sitting back in that 2-3 zone.
10 seconds remaining in the half. Carter gives it up to White. Back to Carter. He's perfect from the field. Puts another one up. This one no good. Rebound Reese of Vanderbilt. Quick out at McKinney. He lets it fly from midcourt with 1 second to go. It'll go over the backboard and out of bounds and bring the first half to an end. So it's been all Tennessee in the first half. The Volunteers have never trailed. Their biggest lead was 9 at intermission. It is Tennessee leading Vanderbilt. That's the end of the first half of play. The score, Tennessee 35, Vanderbilt 28.
For Sheriff Duval, whose car lacked the pickup to make the pickup, there's Gulf Super Unleaded, the gas with guts. For absent-minded Professor Doyle, who never remembered to check her oil, Gulf's full-service dealers check it for her. For Morton Mitchell, who demands the right gas, but at the right price, Gulf self-service makes more sense for less sense.
Gulf, everything we do makes driving better for you.
Now Washington's better.
Way better.
Nashville's better.
Far better.
Los Angeles is better.
Really better.
Now Holiday Inn is a better place to be.
Almost every 7 days, a brand new Holiday Inn hotel opens in the locations you want the most. Better hotels in the best locations. That's why we're number 1.
We're number 1, worldwide host. First with what you want the most.
Call 800-HOLIDAY.
Holiday Inn is a better place to be. We are Pepsi free, caffeine free, Coca-Cola can be. We are Pepsi free, caffeine free, caffeine free.
Hey America, you're gonna love the great cola taste of regular Pepsi Free. And wait till you try delicious Diet Pepsi Free. There's no Diet Cola like it.
We are Pepsi free, caffeine free. Taste how good a cola can be. We are Pepsi free.
Few Olympic athletes are past 30, but Al Orta won his first of 4 gold medals 28 years ago. Today he's 47 and going for his 5th. 7-Eleven is a major sponsor of the 1984 U.S. Olympic team, giving great athletes like Al Porter the freedom to prepare for the most important moment of their lives.
So what if I'm twice as old? I just work twice as hard.
7-Eleven. The dream begins with freedom.
We're at halftime in Nashville. The Tennessee Volunteers leading the Commodores of Vanderbilt 35-28. Joe Dean, in that first half, Tennessee played almost a flawless first half, especially offensively, shooting well, getting the good shots, and it was just hard to fault their performance in the first half. Only the play of Jeff Turner really kept Vandy in it.
Well, they roared out of that gate, Tom, as we mentioned. Good fast breaks, made some steals, turned them into baskets, 11-2, and Vandy has struggled ever since, as you mentioned, just to catch up. They've played aggressive man-to-man defense, and they've been patient offensively, Tennessee has, against a 2-3 Vandy zone. They've had good shooting. Tony White's hit from outside well. They've got good percentage shots, though. And Myron Carter's kind of an interesting story. He was a walk-on, Tom, and all of a sudden, only 10 games last year, and he's played very sparingly. They knew he could shoot the ball, and against this zone, he's 4 or 5, and he has really helped them to increase that lead to 7. Vandy's got their work cut out, it looks at this point anyway.
Well, without Jeff Turner in that first half, no telling how far behind Vandy would be. He muscled up for 12 points. He's doing a good job, but the Commodores have to get something else going offensively.
And they've done a job on Phil Cox, who we mentioned kind of a little bit on a string. He had some problems, but the key there is Tony White. He's breathing with him, and that makes it difficult. He can't get the outside shot.
White, the freshman, starting for Tennessee this afternoon and having an outstanding first half, helping the Vols get that 35-28 score. Now let's take a look at these two fine universities competing in this afternoon's game. Let's look at the University of Tennessee and Vanderbilt University.
University of Tennessee research is paving the way. Microbiologist Gary Saylor is trying to find a way to rid the environment of PCBs, chemicals which have been linked to cancer and birth defects. Saylor and his colleagues found that some PCBs, when attacked by certain bacteria, break down into harmless water and carbon dioxide. Gary Saylor and the University of Tennessee, building today for a better life tomorrow.
The national prominence of the Vanderbilt University Medical Center is based on its continuing commitment to excellence. Excellence that is evident in each of the medical center's 3 missions: the education of healthcare professionals, biomedical research, and the delivery of highly specialized patient care and community service through programs such as its neonatal intensive care unit, the first in the nation, and its kidney transplant program, the largest in the Southeast. Vanderbilt University Medical Center serves as a major regional and national healthcare resource.
You're watching Southeastern Conference basketball on the Sports Productions Television Network. At halftime, Tennessee leading Vanderbilt 35-28. We'll be back to Nashville after these messages from your local station.
Hi, I'm the mailman who delivers the Energizer. You know, the incredible Energizer weight loss plan. Lately, I've delivered more Energizer and more letters to the Energizer company than I've seen in 17 years of delivering mail. People write in to order the Energizer. They write in to reorder the Energizer. They write in to say how much weight they've lost using the Energizer plan. Take Mrs. Ray over there. She lost 22 pounds using the Energizer plan.
Hi, Bill.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Stokes. She lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. And there goes Kathy Moore. She's getting married soon. And she wanted to lose a few more pounds. She's already lost 10 using the Energizer. From what I hear, over 250,000 American men and women, just like you and me, have already lost 15, 25, even 50 pounds and more using the amazing Energizer plan. That many people can't be wrong. And the Energizer worked for Mrs. Preston, too. She didn't have to lose that much, but she lost weight in a hurry. 10 pounds in 4 days. I'll have to admit, at first I was a little skeptical. All these people losing all this weight. So I tried the Energizer. I lost 20 pounds.
Now 2 Energizers for the price of 1. That's right, order 1 24-day supply, get a second order absolutely free. 2 orders for the price of 1. Hurry, supply is limited, so call now.
20 pounds in 2 weeks. 4 pounds in 2 days.
And I lost 20 pounds.
Now, 2 Energizers for the price of 1. Yes, buy 1, get 1 free. To save COD fees, have your credit card ready. Call toll-free 1-800-922-4600 or send $19.95 to Energizer, Box 75, Carlsbad, California 92008, or call toll-free 1-800-922-4600. Get 2 Energizers for the price of 1 now.
We're at halftime, Memorial Gymnasium, Nashville, Tennessee, with the Volunteers of Tennessee leading the Commodores of Vanderbilt 35-28. Now let's go courtside, where Joe Dean has a special guest.
With me here at halftime is Coach Roy Kramer, the athletic director here at Vanderbilt University. Coach, let's talk a minute about the SEC tournament. I'm excited about it being in Nashville, and I think most of the people in the league are. And I know you've made a lot of plans.
Well, we really are excited. We think it's a great event in itself, and of course we're particularly happy to have it here in Nashville. We realize there are those who say, well, we shouldn't have it on a home court of any individual institution, but I felt very strongly from the beginning, the time we went to Lexington, that we need to put it at a site where we can sell it out on one occasion and make it an exciting event which people will look forward to buying their tickets ahead of time and participating in. We're going to do that here in Nashville. There's no question it'll be sold out. It'll be exciting for basketball, but I think it'll be good for SEC basketball in the future also.
You think it could be moved to other league cities in the future?
I don't see why it couldn't be. I certainly was very supportive of going to Lexington, and I think it has the potential to go to some other places. Of course, there are a lot of logistics that have to be met with regard to motels and facilities beside the gymnasium itself, but I think it has merit of going to other places. I'm sure that Birmingham will continue to be a primary site also, but I think it's exciting to move it around. I think it gives our fans a chance to go to a different city and see a different part of the country as well as attend the tournament.
Roy, I have all kind of people saying, how do I get in up there? How do I see this tournament? Because you have one of the great areas in the country. The fans here love it. What is the ticket situation at this time?
Well, of course, the individual institutions have until February 1st to finalize their sales. We really won't know until that time how many of those tickets will come back in here for distribution to the general public. Each institution gets a like number of tickets in the beginning, and we do know that Tennessee has sold out their allotment, and I believe Kentucky has. The other tickets will come back. They will be distributed to any institutions that might want extras. All of the rest will be sold based on the demand we have here in Nashville. We're well over 6,000 or more ticket demand here, so I'm sure that every single ticket that comes back to Nashville is going to be in the hands of a ticket purchaser here in Nashville.
Changing the subject just a second, I know we could talk a long time on this, and I don't have that kind of time, but at the NCAA meeting, Vince Dooley, the athletic director of Georgia, got a little nervous about some of the voting against the top schools in America. And what's going to happen here, Roy? What do you see the future of schools like Georgia and Vanderbilt and schools in our league?
Well, I may be an optimist to the nth degree, but I really believe that we will stay within the NCAA. The difference will come in a reorganization of the NCAA. I think what happened the second day there, the day after that initial voting when several issues by the Division 1A schools were voted down, and Coach Dooley got very upset, along with a lot of the rest of us. He wasn't by himself. He just got quoted, including the Big Ten, the Pac-10, as well as other conferences around the country. But we came back the second day. We rescinded at least a couple of those actions. A primary one is that we will now have a Division 1A convention this summer, which will be able to enact legislation just for the Division 1A schools. I think that's a major step in the right direction.
Well, it sounds good, and I think you're on the right track. What a great job you've done here. If we get in trouble at the tournament, your wife, Sarah Jo, has to play piano and entertain for all of us. You tell her how.
She's pretty good at that.
She's great at it. She's great at it. This is Roy Kramer, the popular and very efficient athletic director here at Vanderbilt University. We'll be back with more halftime activity after these messages.
Brought to you by Coors Light. So turn it loose tonight. By Gulf Oil. At Gulf, everything we do makes driving better for you. And by Holiday Inn Hotels, a better place to be. For worldwide reservations, just call 800-HOLIDAY.
Southeastern Conference College Basketball is part of your Channel 5 Sports 1984 and is presented in part by your local Coca-Cola bottler and by your local Ford dealer.
comes time to kick up your heels, you want a beer that won't slow you down.
Turn it loose, turn it loose, turn it loose tonight. Coors Light, turn it loose tonight. Don't hold back, don't hold back. Turn it loose tonight. Coors Light. Beer after beer when you're moving around. Coors Light is the one that won't slow you down. Coors Light. Turn it loose tonight. Turn it loose, turn it loose.
I am the lone piper calling in the clan. I am the words of Jane Austen. I am the proud regiment of the Queen's household cavalry. I am the warmth and smiles of an island people. I am British Caledonian Airways. I am super executive, a special class of service for the business traveler. I will give you the comfort and service you'd expect from the airline that never forgets you have a choice. I am the best of Great Britain. I am British Caledonian Airways.
Baseball star Jim Palmer.
I'll never worry about dandruff again. Sound impossible? Not with Tegrin shampoo. Tegrin has special medicine, so I don't worry about itching or flaking, and I don't worry about dandruff, even if I don't shampoo for a day or two. The Tegrin test convinced me. Tegrin controlled my dandruff not just 1 day or 2 days, but 3 days. I don't worry about dandruff anymore, so why should you? Use Tegrin. Tegrin works day after day after day.
Sometimes you know who your competition is, even before you run. The one who's willing to push to the limit. For them, Gatorade Thirst Quencher is standard equipment. Because when you give it all you've got, Gatorade helps give it back. Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It shows you've come to play.
And Joe Dean from Nashville, Tennessee, leading Vanderbilt 35-28 at halftime. The Volunteers with an excellent first half of basketball, especially offensively. And Joe, I think the shooting percentages will reflect what a good half of basketball the Vols did have.
Well, you can see, unbelievable, really, 61.5% on 16 of 26. Vandy below their average. 13 of 30, 43.3%. Very little foul shooting. Neither team got to the 1-and-1. 3 for 3 Tennessee, 2 for 2 Vandy. You can't do it any better than that. And you saw the fouls. We didn't have a lot of it. Rebounding, Vandy did a very good job. They hung in very tough with Tennessee. How about the individual scoring, Tom?
You see the scoring leaders for each team. Tennessee led by Tony White with 10, 8 apiece for Carter and Jenkins, 6 for Burton, and 3 for Beeman. And on the Vanderbilt side, Jeff Turner, the game's leading scorer with 12 points. Westbrooks and Burrow 4 apiece, 2 for McKinney, Gary, Clem, and Reese. And it's 35-28, Tennessee on top. We'll be back with the second half of SEC action after these messages from your local station.
When you have a dream, unreachable as it may seem, impossible dreams become reality when you strive to become the best you can be. The biggest taste you've ever found, the one that never lets you down.
Over the years, we've built a strong name for ourselves at Nashville City Bank. We've provided a tradition of solid service and steady growth, and Nashville City Bank consistently ranks among the top performing banks in Tennessee. Our strength is cast from within, from the professionals that shape our banking future. They have the experience and the knowledge that lead to sound banking decisions and to better services for you. At Nashville City Bank, you can depend on our strong name. At Nashville City Bank, we mean business.
We're ready for the second half from Nashville, Tennessee. It's been all the Volunteers in the first half. They led by as many as 9, and their halftime advantage standing at 7 points right now. Don DeVoe huddling his troops before this second half of action. Kentucky a winner over Georgia, 64-40 this afternoon in Lexington. And so at the top of the SEC standings, Auburn and Kentucky with identical 6-2 records. LSU is 5-3. Georgia now falls to 4-4 in the conference. So Vanderbilt, with a win here this afternoon, would be 5-3. They stand at 4-3 coming in. Florida is also 4-3, pending their game with Mississippi tomorrow, coming your way on most of these SPI network stations. Vanderbilt's ball to open the second half. Commodores, McKinney looks for Cox and gets it to him. It'll be McKinney, Cox, Burrow, Westbrooks, and Turner for Vanderbilt. Tennessee, there's Jenkins, got him on the arm. Fred Jenkins commits the foul. Jenkins starting the second half along with White, Beeman, Burton, and Jones.
Tennessee makes an entry pass very difficult. Guard to forward. Vanderbilt trying to get their offense started. Jenkins overplaying that passing lane, and Tennessee man-to-man and still aggressive, trying to dictate the action.
Second personal foul on Fred Jenkins, the first against the Volunteers this half. Tennessee has been to 5 straight NCAA championships. Need a win on the road to get in the race. Burrow misses on the hook, and the rebound comes to Beeman of Tennessee.
The small people really did it for Tennessee in the first half. Jenkins was 3 for 3. Tony White 5 of 9. And Carter was 4 of 5. So the outside players really did it.
Here's the steal by Westbrooks of Vanderbilt. So the Commodores again a chance to score first. McKinney leaves for Cox. He's tripped. Hits the floor hard. Beeman will be called for the foul. Tyrone Beeman committing his first foul, second against the Vols, preventing a layup by Cox, although I don't think he intended to trip him and make him hit the floor that hard.
Good transition by Vandy. They really pushed it up the court. You saw McKinney get it right inside. Looked like he could have shot, but he saw Willie Burton, gave it to Phil Cox.
Cox looking for his first points of the game. Former Mr. Basketball in Kentucky, former leading free throw shooter in the Southeastern Conference. He was the leader last year. In fact, was 4th in the country in free throw shooting. Not quite as good this year, only 80%. He's 4th in the conference in free throw shooting at the moment. He got the second one to roll in. He got both of them to pull Vandy within 5, 35-30. Full court pressure from the Commodores. Here's White beating the pressure and taking it in against Burrow. Had a shot blocked. Burrow rejected it. McKinney comes down with it with Vanderbilt. Not wise for the freshman to challenge the 6'10 Burrow.
Freshman mistake. Didn't have it. Didn't have the numbers. Didn't have the break. Valley of the Giants. Give it up. Set it up.
Beeman almost, or White almost with a steal. Knocks it out of bounds. Tennessee man-to-man again in the second half.
The angle of the pass was bad by Vandy. You've got to dribble over there and then make your entry pass. That angle, they're going to steal your pockets and they'll go home the other way.
Cox got a pick from Westbrooks but couldn't get loose. Still looking for his first field goal. Turner's open. He hit it.
They got a little pick for him. They picked down. He came off the pick shooting, and that's why he's been shooting so well, over 58% and 19 a game since the league started. Beautiful.
14 in the game, 2 shy of his average. Jeff Turner pulls Vandy within 3. That's as close as they've been since the first minute of the ball game. They were within 3 a couple of times in the first half after trailing by as many as 9. Outside shot good by Tony White.
Could you see it over there where we're sitting? Sometimes it's hard. He was way over in that corner and the official was blocking our view. We're sitting actually at court level beneath the court, and so it's difficult for us at times.
It was Tony White with his 12th point of the game. Ball's back by 5. Westbrooks gets it from Burrow, pulls up with a short jumper off the glass.
I like what he did there. It's a tough shot that close. You have to have delicate touch to make it go down. He went straight to the glass with it. Beautiful.
Vandy back within 3. Remember, both these games last year, one Knoxville, one here in Nashville, went to the wire. Burton puts it up off the glass. Turnaround jumper. Cox tries to leave it for Burrow. Out of bounds, back to Vanderbilt. No, back to Vanderbilt.
You're right. He was standing on the in line when he tried to throw the ball back in. Vandy ball.
Break for the Commodores there. They trail by 5. First field goal for Phil Cox.
Well, he needs to get cranked up. You get him in the flow of things, and it could be a different game.
Trims the Tennessee lead back to 3, 39-36. We played less than 3 minutes of the second half from Nashville. As I was saying a moment ago, Vanderbilt won both meetings by a single point last year in Knoxville and in Nashville. White is still hot. Hasn't cooled off during the halftime intermission. He has 14 and again gives Tennessee a 5-point lead.
Vandy has not done a good job when he has the ball of really putting the pressure on him.
Burrow faked a pass to Turner, missed on the turnaround jump shot. Burton with a rebound, outlet pass Beeman. He's got White out in front, tries to get it to him. Westbrooks knocked it away. Bodies go flying. It'll be a foul on Vanderbilt. I think they're going to call McKinney for the personal foul. Let's see.
Here it comes again. Tyrone Beeman on the outlet pass after Burrow missed, had the numbers. He was trying to kick it off on the break, and you couldn't tell underneath, but looked like they called it on McKinney underneath.
I believe they called it on Tyrone Beeman for charging.
Well, on the replay, Tom, it looked like he charged. I couldn't tell, though, from the angle whether McKinney had gotten there first or not. It was so close.
Don DeVoe not happy with the call, but it will be the second personal on Tyrone Beeman. Third foul this half against the Vols. Vandy has not committed a foul thus far this half.
Full court pressure by Tennessee. Carter's back in the game.
McKinney gets a little pick from Cox, who hits the deck. They'll call Carter. McKinney is very adept at setting up on the blind side. He drew the charge that time from Myron Carter, his first foul.
Here's McKinney, and he dribbles his player right in to Phil Cox right there, who was sitting a little pick, and Myron Carter never saw him.
4 fouls now on the Volunteers. That could be a factor down the stretch. Vanderbilt, top shooting free throw team in the SEC, 74.3%. Commodores have not committed a foul this half. Cox penetrates, shot over Carter, off the glass, no good. Turner tried to bat it out. Jenkins comes out on the dribble. They'll call Cox for a foul reaching in. Phil Cox commits foul number 2, the first against Vandy this half. Ian Newton, the Vanderbilt coach, the dean of SEC coaches, 19th winningest active coach in America. Took his team to Japan, where they won a tournament over the summer. And takes Brett Burrow out of the lineup, replaced by Steve Reese. Reese, the 6'9" freshman, played in the first half, scored 2 points. Carter. Beeman looks inside, trying to get Rob Jones. Can't find him. They come outside and around the horn. Jenkins. Shot won't go. Battle for the rebound and a foul. It's going to be called on Vanderbilt. It'll be whistled against Glenn Clem. First foul on the Jasper, Alabama freshman. And that'll be quickly 2 now against Vanderbilt. First personal on Clem.
He definitely pushed off underneath as the ball was a long rebound. He pushed off to make sure he had the position. And, of course, it cost him.
And before Tennessee puts the ball in play, we'll take a timeout. Timeout with 16 minutes, 5 seconds to play from Nashville. And the score, Tennessee 41, Vanderbilt 36.
The best of NCAA college basketball. The Southeastern Conference. This season on this SPI network station.
To get ahead in business these days, you've got to be fast. You not only have to be fast, you have to be faster than the next guy. And as fast as you are, there's always someone else who thinks he's faster than you. And the faster you go, the faster everyone else tries to get ahead of you. And the faster you have to go to keep up with the fastest. And no matter how fast you go, everyone everywhere is always trying to be faster. So you have to be really fast, tremendously fast, incredibly fast, or you fall behind someone else who is faster. Faster than Jimmy, faster than Joey, faster than Janie, and faster than John.
To get ahead in business these days, you have to go with a company who invented the whole idea of fast. Federal Express. Why fool around with anyone else?
Hoppity toe, wickety whack, flippity flop, Jiminy criminy, whoopity scoopity, zoom it, move it, boom it, rocket.
Last year, this tough Ford 4x4 pickup clawed its way up this monster mountain of boulders. And here's the 84 Ford 4x4 about to climb the same mountain, but this time with a 3,500-pound competitor on its back. Ford has a 6.9-liter diesel, the most powerful diesel engine you can get in a pickup. Only Ford has independent front suspension. Ford is America's best-built, full-size pickup, based on a survey of owner-reported problems during the first 3 months. Yes, Ford always seems to end up at the top. The best-built American trucks are built. Ford Tough.
Both teams shooting 50% from the field in the second half. Tennessee leads at 41-36. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Sports Productions Incorporated. Any transmission or rebroadcast of the contents or descriptions of this game, either in whole or in part, without prior written consent of SPI, is strictly prohibited. Announcers for today's game are employed and compensated by Sports Productions Incorporated, Dallas, Texas. Tennessee with the basketball. Vanderbilt in a zone. They played zone most of the way. McKinney got a hand on it, but Beeman saved it for the Vols. Carter gives it on a wing. Shot up no good. Rebound by Clem of Vanderbilt.
Tennessee's doing an excellent job, though, against that zone of getting inside along the baseline. Jenkins missed, but what a percentage shot he had.
Reese fouled from behind by Jenkins. Fred Jenkins becomes the first player in the game in any sort of foul trouble. That's his third. As you watch it again.
Good bounce pass inside. He came back to the baseline. Didn't look like he had it. He wasn't going to give it up, though. He came back with a little power move. But Jenkins got him from the rear, and he's going to go out of the game. And Woods is coming in. That's Kevin Woods.
Joe, anytime you go up from behind like that, it's almost automatically a foul.
Even it's almost like it's a suspicion call. I do think he got a piece of him, no question about it. It's like trying to steal the ball from behind. You might get it clean, but they better be able to see some daylight.
Steve Reese, the 6'9 freshman, native of Georgia, got 1 of 2 at the line, batted around before it comes to Burton of Tennessee. Joe mentioned Kevin Woods returns to the game, 6'5 junior from Baltimore, Maryland, averaging 5 a contest, played in the first half, didn't score. Replaced Jenkins, who just committed his 3rd foul. Burton quickly with a shot, rims around, falls through. He was ready to shoot when he got the ball.
Well, he came off the little pick. The man with the ball gave him the ball and picked for him, and he came off shooting.
Jeff Turner, turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound Jones, who blocked off well. Here's Beeman out on the break for Tennessee. Pulls up, jump shot up and good.
Oh, I love the way they handled the break. They got the long rebound. He brought it to the foul line. They filled the lanes. He saw he didn't have it. Didn't run over somebody, just pulled up and shot a little 15-footer.
Beeman going for the steal, commits the foul. Tennessee with a spurt here has taken an 8-point lead. Foul on Beeman is his 3rd, and the 6th team foul against Tennessee. The 2 starters in the backcourt, Beeman and Jenkins, with 3 each for Tennessee. As Burrow and Westbrooks return to the lineup for Vandy, Reese and McKinney, Reese and Clem go out.
Could be a big factor here. That's the 16 foul, as you mentioned, on Tennessee. From this point on, Vanderbilt, who's the best foul shooting team in the league, will be at the line shooting 1 in a bonus.
Tony White back in for Tennessee, replacing Beeman with that 3rd foul just picked up. McKinney inside Westbrooks. Fakes. Foul. He'll go to the line.
That's exactly what we talked about. Tennessee still in that man-to-man defense. A lot of pressure. They really get after you. He got a piece of his arm right there just as he was getting ready to get into the act of shooting. But he'll go to the line and shoot 1 and 1.
Foul is on Kevin Woods, his 1st foul. At the free throw line, Bobby Westbrooks, about a 66% free throw shooter, isn't he, Joe?
And the poorest of the starting 5. Vandy shooting 74.3%. He missed the front end of 0 and 1.
Came up way short on it. Young man that's from Memphis and is considered the #1 high school prospect in the state of Tennessee as a senior.
Vandy's gone man-to-man defensively.
Tennessee with the ball and a 47-45-37 lead. Tapped up and in. They'll give it to Woods, I believe.
Vandy went man-to-man. Tennessee went to a 1-4 set. Got excellent movement. Got a real good percentage shot. Didn't get it, but Woods tipped it in.
McKinney outside are good.
Big basket. They needed it.
4th point of the game for Al McKinney. Pulls Vandy back within 8. That 10-point lead a moment ago by Tennessee, their longest of the game.
Vandy doesn't want to play man-to-man. They don't think they can match up with speed and quickness. They have no choice.
We played 6 minutes of the second half. Burton, outside bomber, won't go. Rebound McKinney. Little guy brings it up court for Vanderbilt. McKinney looks inside, trying to get Burrow posted up, or Turner. They get it to Turner. Fakes. Goes up. Off the glass, no good. Battling for the rebound. Turner on the back.
Not a good shot for Turner. He spun to shoot with the left hand and then had to reverse pivot. When he came back, he was under a lot of pressure. You'll see it again right here. Really didn't have the kind of shot he wanted. He's under a lot of pressure. Really almost charged and getting the shot off as he pushed off with his left arm, and he came back and fouled.
Went on the back for personal #2. That's 3 against Vandy this half. They've held Turner to only 1 field goal in this second half.
Vandy still man-to-man. They're trying to dictate a little pressure here to force some action to get themselves back in it. They're down 8.
Burton looks inside. Jones tried to post up under there. Now Woods moves around inside as Jones comes out to take the pass. Woods in the paint, blocked by Westbrooks. Loose ball claimed by McKinney. McKinney leaves for Turner. Is open for his shot. No good. Westbrooks gets the ball, draws the foul. Westbrooks, excellent position. He had 3 Tennessee guys all around him.
McKinney pushed it up quickly after they got the block, and they got it to the man they wanted. He floats down either side, as we mentioned. Little heartbreak hotel. It wouldn't go for him, but Bobby Westbrooks right there to get the rebound and fouled just as he went up to shoot, and he'll shoot 2 now instead of a 1 and 1. And there's a good shot of the Tennessee bench and the very successful Don DeVoe, who's taken his Tennessee volunteer basketball team to 5 straight NCAA tournaments.
Foul was the second on Rob Jones. Westbrooks missed the first. He's 0 for 2 at the line this afternoon. The end of the lineup for Vanderbilt, Jeff Gary, the 6'4 senior from Anderson, Indiana. Played in the first half, scored 2 points. You see Westbrooks' point total. It's actually 6 points. He's 0 for 3 at the free throw line.
Cost him 4 points, too, because he missed the front end of a 1-and-1, and then he missed 2 shots. And that hurts for Vandy.
Vanderbilt, the best shooting team in the league, but unable to capitalize at the free throw line. Here's White for Tennessee. Cox has him on that man-to-man matchup. Carter inside Burton, double team, triple team, shot no good. Turner bats it right back to Burton, a collision, and out of bounds to Tennessee. You see 2 Vanderbilt players on the deck, Westbrooks and Turner. No foul call. And Fetterman comes back into the lineup for Tennessee as Burton will go to the bench for a rest. Kevin Woods will throw it in for Tennessee. Before he does, though, a whistle underneath, they're going to do a little housekeeping and mop up under the basket where Westbrooks and Turner went down. 12:31 showing on the clock. It's been all Tennessee. The Volunteers have never trailed. 47-39 the count here. As the Commodore ball boy gets the towel off the floor, we'll get back to play. Tennessee puts it into action. This is Carter. At 8 points in the first half, hasn't gotten off a shot in the second half. In a little bit of trouble, but gets rid of it to Woods. Jones comes out to get it. Fetterman trying to post up underneath. Outside shot, no good by White. Rebound taken by Vanderbilt. Gary cross-courts it to Turner. Back to Gary on the point. He's open. Fans wanted him to shoot, but he thought better of it. Instead, he initiates the offense on the half court. Cox over Fetterman. Shot blocked and a foul. Kind of a delayed call. The fans thought for a moment there that there would be no foul, but they will call it on Tennessee, and it'll be whistled against Myron Carter. Second foul on Carter as you watch the replay.
One of the favorite plays for Vanderbilt. They love to run it for Phil Cox. They go guard forward. The guard goes outside. The forward in that case was Jeff Turner. He gives it back to the guard who's on the outside, and then Turner goes and picks for the other guard. That's Phil Cox, and he comes off that pick. They like to bounce it into him and let him take it home.
Cox is the 18th player in Vanderbilt history to score over 1,000 points. He was on the coaches All-Southeastern Conference team last season. He led the Commodores in scoring. He hit 89% of his free throws, 4th in the United States last year, and hit 47 in a row at one time, an SEC record. Timeout, but Volunteers leading the Commodores 47-41.
Today's game is an exclusive presentation of Sports Productions Incorporated and Lower Mar Productions.
For the Millers whose car ran on and on, Gulf's Extra Octane helps stop engine run-on. For stuntman King Colton, Gulf's car wash will help clean up his act. For David Garcia, whose diesel rabbit couldn't get hopping, the Gulf screen filters his fuel for starts quick as a bunny.
Gulf, everything we do makes driving better for you.
The Coca-Cola Company would like to salute all the 1984 Olympic athletes. The Italians, the English, the Germans, the Swedes, the Africans, the Irish, the Chinese, the Mexicans, the Brazilians, the Greeks, the French, the Poles. All those athletes of every heritage who will wear the uniform of the United States Olympic team. To Coca-Cola, to all of America, you are it.
At the conclusion of today's game, we'll be selecting a Gulf Most Valuable Player from each team. In addition to recognizing our 2 MVPs, Gulf Oil and its dealers will donate a $500 scholarship to the General Scholarship Fund of both schools. Tennessee will come the length of the court against the Vanderbilt pressure. 47-41. Tennessee with a 6-point lead. Fetterman gets the pass in front court to break the pressure, and the Vols will set it up.
They're in a 1-4 attack, and they've been very patient, looking for that real good shot. Got the lead, you can afford to do that. Vandy back in the 2-3 zone again. They've gone away from their man-to-man defense.
Here's a kick by Phil Cox. It'll go back to Tennessee.
With the 45-second shot clock, you can stay in any kind of defense you want. And they're sitting back again in that 2-3 zone. They just don't want to match up in that man defense. It gives them all kind of problems, as we keep telling you. Tennessee is very quick.
White got a step on his man, put a baseline jumper up and good. Beautiful move by the Charlotte, North Carolina freshman.
The wing player in that zone was Jeff Turner. He just could not handle the speed and quickness of Tony White.
Here's Turner on the offensive end. Won't go. He's had a tough half so far. Fetterman comes out there strong with a rebound, and they'll call him for knocking Burrow to the floor. Personal foul on Dan Fetterman for the elbow.
Turner's having a tough day, but let's give credit to the Tennessee defense. They have not let him have a lot of real good shots at the basket. They've gotten after him. Tough, hard-nosed. Trademark of DeVoe's defense.
Here's Brett Burrow getting the inbounds pass from Cox. Gives it back to the little guy who'll come out to set it up. Clock ticks down, 11 minutes to play. 49-41 Tennessee. Westbrooks goes up, draws the foul.
Westbrook got into the heart of that zone defense. Tennessee zone on the inbounds pass. They stayed in it. They got the pass inside the zone to Bobby Westbrooks, and there's Don DeVoe looking at it. You see it right here. He's fouled across the arms just as he goes up to shoot. He's had trouble at the foul line, and with 10:58 to go in this game, they need everything they can get.
Foul was the third on Rod Jones, the third ball starter with 3, as Westbrooks tries to crack that free throw. He finally got one after missing his first 3. Number 1 in block shots, number 2 in rebounds. Played every game last year as a freshman, starting once, averaged about 3 points. He misses the second one, but Turner bats it out to Cox, and Vandy will get another chance, down by 7.
Jeff Turner gets that credit. Good offensive board.
Gary, good.
All of a sudden, it's a three-point trip. All of a sudden, they're down 5, and we got us a ball game.
Again, the pressure from Vanderbilt, and again, Tennessee has no problem solving it. Volunteers, half-court offense. Vanderbilt sticking man-to-man defensively. Carter trying to get someone open inside. Can't do it. Backs it back out as the fans applaud the defense. Carter forces it up. It won't count. He traveled.
Vandy changed defenses. They'd been man-to-man. They went zone. They went man-to-man. They run a man-to-man setup that time, and get some credit to the Vandy defense. Carter didn't pick it up quick enough. A turnover and a chance to cut it to 3.
And we thought you might like to see how we view the game here at Memorial Gymnasium. We're below court level, actually. The camera's sitting right next to us here. This is our perspective. And sometimes with players or referees blocking the action, it's pretty tough. That's how we see it at Memorial Gym. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to play now. We have a timeout. The Vanderbilt Commodores making a run at the Volunteers. Timeout. Tennessee leading Vandy 49-44.
The makers of Gatorade Thirst Quencher are proud to be the official drink of Southeastern Conference basketball broadcasts on the SPI Network.
With all these points, the record's mine, that's clear. Let's buy a man a nice cold beer. Bull! Bull! You get a big ball blue when the bull is here. The Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull will give you more things than beer. So don't say beer, just say bull. The Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull. Hey, the bull really scores! No one doesn't like the bull.
Up here, there's no room for mistakes. Same goes for my income taxes. So I go to H&R Block.
People who know their business go to H&R Block.
My tax guy is on top of everything. He's trained to know every form, every deduction, you name it. He doesn't cost me much, and the guy really earns his money. Hey, leave the construction work to me, and the tax work to Block.
People who know their business go to H&R Block.
We invite you to catch the best of Southeastern Conference basketball on most of these same SPI Network stations. Coming up tomorrow afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central, the Rebels of Ole Miss at the O'Connell Center against the Gators of Florida. That's college basketball at its best on the SPI Network.
Tennessee still man-to-man. They picked up full court. Vandy handled it with ease.
See if the Commodores can sustain their momentum now. Feed it inside to Turner. Double team. Back outside. Gary is open. He can't get it. Batted a couple of times. A rebounding foul on Westbrooks of Vanderbilt. Well, that was a crucial miss. Gary had the open shot from the corner. Couldn't get it down.
Little heartbreak hotel for him. They kicked it inside to Turner, the man they wanted to go to. But look at the defense surrounding him. Carter backed all the way in. They gave it to their outside shooter. Gary played a ring around the rosy. Wouldn't go. Westbrooks definitely fouled over the rear.
That is the first foul of the game on Westbrooks, 4 against the Commodores this half. Less than 10 minutes now to play, and a 5-point Tennessee lead. White pulls up with a jumper. No good. Tapped by Fetterman. No good. Still loose ball and a foul.
I believe it's against Brett Barrow underneath for pushing.
It will be whistled against Burrow. That is his first. And 5 now against Vandy. Burrow, the son of Bob Burrow, an All-American player at the University of Kentucky. Tennessee puts the ball in play. White on the point, gives it up to Carter. Zone defense from Vanderbilt. Carter brings it to the other side. Still looking for their inside post mid. Get position on the defense if possible. Carter was hot in the first half. That one won't go. Didn't even come close as he hit the deck. And Gary off for the rebound for Vandy. Here's a steal by White. Took it away from Cox. Takes it up. He got it.
The little guy stuffed it. 5'11". Angle was bad. Gary made a bad pass, and Tony White was sitting there waiting on it. Beautiful steal. Instead of being 3, it's back to 7.
That could be a crucial play in the game as Vanderbilt was making a run. Back door, Cox, short jumper, good.
Gary set that up beautifully, even waved at him. Cut away from me. Back door. He bounced it through. He redeemed himself. A beautiful pass, and Cox had it and laid it in.
8 points in the game for Phil Cox. 5-point lead for Tennessee.
A lot of backdoor cuts will work against Tennessee because they pressure you so hard man-to-man defensively.
They find Jones wide open underneath, and he is fouled. How'd he get so open along the baseline?
Well, they were in that zone. They've been working that baseline. He kind of snuck in between in the seam, and he got a beautiful pass underneath by number 34, Rob Jones. Right here. Ball's back. Right there. Boom. See, he's behind the defense, working the baseline. They're in a 2-3, and the defense is up front. Another look at it. All of a sudden, they look back, and there he is wide open. Everybody got a piece of him, and he'll shoot 2.
Foul was on Westbrooks, his second. 6 now against Vanderbilt, so Tennessee will shoot the bonus for the final 8.5 minutes. Coach C.M. Newton getting 4 fresh troops into the game, including Darrell Delaney, the 5'11 sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, who sprained an ankle in early December and is only now rounding back into form. He's 22 in white. We also get McKinney back in. Reese is in the game, and Clem is in the game. So Turner, the only one that stays in the lineup for Vanderbilt, and he is used to playing almost 40 minutes every game. Jones ready for his second free throw. He got them both. Rob Jones with his first 2 of the game. Again, a 7-point lead for the Volunteers of Tennessee, who have never trailed. 3 has been as close as Vanderbilt's been able to come throughout the after the opening couple of minutes of the game. And Turner, after scoring 12 points in the first half, has gone cold in the second frame.
I thought that was almost one shot step out of his range.
White, no good. Fetterman misses on a tap. Turner, in traffic, comes out with a rebound. McKinney, 4-on-2. Reese pulls up. No good. And we're going to have a foul, a blocking foul on Carter at Tennessee. Fans wanted goaltending as well. Watch it again.
They had the numbers. Bounce pass from McKinney to the wing. Here's Reese, number 33 for Vanderbilt. It's going to be a close call. Did the defensive player get there? The toughest call in the game. Blocking and charging. And the big guy gets up. Right there's Carter set up defensively. And I'll tell you, Tom, it definitely could have gone either way. Steve Reese at the line shooting 2.
Went Vanderbilt's way. Reese, 1 of 2 at the line. Hit the lip of the rim and rolled through. Is that what you call touch?
Oh, it's that touch. That's what he calls it, and that's what the players call it. And the next one, like it was nothing. When you get the first one out of the way, the second one is so much easier. Full court pressure by Vanderbilt.
They're within 5. Tennessee beats the pressure easily. They've not had any trouble with that Vanderbilt pressure.
It's not the kind of pressure that really is trying to get a steal. They hope to get a turnover, or maybe they'll throw a bad pass and they can pick something off.
Baseline move, no good. Rebound by Turner in heavy traffic and a foul. Jenkins couldn't get the baseline jumper, and a foul will be whistled against White of Tennessee. That'll be his second foul. Turner really, although he can't hit a basket in the second half, he is still working hard on the boards. Watch his action coming up here.
Jenkins has been loose on that baseline all afternoon. Little heartbreak for him. Hit the lip, wouldn't go. There's the big guy, Turner, up to get the board. Fetterman against him, White against him, but number 11, Tony White, got him. And Jeff Turner, the best foul shooter in this league, is at the line shooting 1 and 1.
Oh, he missed one. That's a rare occurrence. He had been 2 for 2 and hitting 86%, and his shooting has gone sour on him in the second half. Vanderbilt really had Tennessee where they wanted to get it into a free throw shooting contest early in the second half, and they've not been able to capitalize. Here's a Vanderbilt foul whistled against Turner. It's his third personal foul.
Instead of them closing it to 53-50, there's a shot at Don DeVoe, the head coach at Tennessee. Turner couldn't get it, and now Fetterman, he comes back, and he's got a chance to go 1-1.
8 of 14 in the second half at the free throw line for Vanderbilt. 8 of 14, and they're usually a 74% free throw shooting team. Turner will get his first rest of the game. He comes out of the contest for the first time, replaced by Burrow.
Fetterman shooting about 68% on the season. He drills the first one.
And that's his first point of the game. His second free throw coming up. 6'10" senior from Cincinnati, who broke into college basketball in a big way. He had 24 points and 15 rebounds, career highs in his first college game.
Everyone big now because the clock in this game is going to become a factor. And don't forget, they'll turn the clock off, the 45-second shot clock, in the last 4 minutes.
Clem passes to McKinney after Tennessee made a pass at a steal but couldn't get it.
And you can make book one thing, Tom. Tennessee will let the air out and go delay when that 4-minute shot clock time comes up to get that shot clock off.
Clem in heavy traffic put up an off-balance shot, rebounded by Tennessee. But here's Delaney picking the pocket of Jenkins. Delaney, collision and a C. It'll be a charging foul on Darrell Delaney. He just bowled over White and committed his first personal foul. After he made a good steal, he committed the foul offensively. Should have gone straight up instead of into his man.
Then Clem made a bad shot. Freshman mistake. He just didn't have it. Darrell Delaney comes right back. As you mentioned, a great steal, but he should have given the ball off. People defensively are setting up underneath. You can't run over them. You got to get rid of the ball. And we're seeing it so much, particularly in the transition where they've got the break.
Turner and Cox return for Vanderbilt. Burrow and Delaney go out. 6:58 on the clock, a 55-48 Tennessee lead.
We'll give credit to that Tennessee defense. It has been tough, and they've played hard all afternoon.
Fetterman, outside shot, bounces off. Rebound by McKinney. And after the collision, that was a mismatch at Fetterman 6'10", 235, and McKinney 6'2", 173. They say no foul. It'll be Vandy's ball out of bounds. Let's see what happened again. McKinney goes up to get it.
I believe it hit off Fetterman's knee.
Pretty good body block by McKinney.
It sure was.
Fetterman took the big guy down. Turner finally got one.
He needs to hit if they have any chance.
Only his second field goal of the second half. He has 16 points in the game. Vanderbilt pulls within 5. Again, some half-hearted Vandy pressure as Carter gets it into front court to Jones, and they take it back to set up the offense.
Turner's getting his average, but he has not had a good second half. Played so well the first half.
Carter took McKinney into the paint, couldn't hit it, but there's Jones to pop it home. Good offensive rebounding work. First field goal for Rob Jones.
He slid by Steve Reese, the freshman, who did not block him off the board. Cost him.
Cox got away from White, still on the dribble, in the paint, shot up, good. It'll go back to Tennessee after a near steal by Cox.
Well, Tony White released very quickly, and they tried to hit the home run with him, but Cox, who made that basket, got back and got a piece of it to knock it out of bounds, and he saved the basket.
McKinney almost had a steal. Here's Carter. McKinney got a piece of it. Fetterman follows, good. No basket, a foul before he got his shot away. If it's on Turner, it'll be his fourth. It is Jeff Turner. Vanderbilt's leading scorer has committed his fourth foul with 5:49 remaining. Here it is again.
Right there, McKinney got a piece of that ball to get a good block underneath Fetterman right there, but he was fouled right there before he ever even made an attempt to go up to shoot. He was fouled as he picked up the rejected or blocked shot.
So Fetterman will go to the free throw line. He's perfect in 3 attempts there this afternoon. He'll have the bonus shot. He started some every year at Tennessee. Known for some big plays. He's made some throughout his career. All-American in high school, All-State at Cincinnati Elder, the Cincinnati Area Player of the Year. Closing out his career in Knoxville, has 4 this afternoon, all at the free throw line.
4 straight, and they've been big.
7-point lead for the Volunteers. They continue to hold up under the Vandy pressure. They haven't cracked it all. High post Turner looks for the cutters, can't find anyone, comes on the dribble. Gives it up to McKinney, back to Turner. Inside, Reese, nice move, it came off. Rebound by Fetterman of Tennessee.
Tough break for Reese. He'd have gone to the glass. He'd have been home free. tough shot that close to go straight to the basket. Beautiful move. Vandy man-to-man defensively.
59-52, Tennessee. Jenkins tried to get it inside, picked off by Vanderbilt. This is Turner, gives it up to McKinney. Quickly in front court, Cox. Cox, little hesitation move, goes for the basket and a foul. It'll be on Tennessee.
Good block by Fetterman, but they got him. Carter did as he was making his move to the basket. I think it'll probably be 1-and-1. Let's watch.
Here's the play again as Myron Carter will pick up his 4th personal foul.
He definitely was moving in on him. He was not set defensively. Here it comes right there. He definitely is still moving, Carter is. Made a good call, and they said he was shooting. He'll shoot 2.
First Tennessee player with 4. Carter goes out, replaced by Tyrone Beeman. As Phil Cox goes to the line. 80% free throw shooter, 4th in the SEC. He holds the all-time SEC record, hitting 47 in a row. Academic All-SEC last year. He was the all-tournament player and Vandy's leading scorer on their tour of Japan this past summer. His free throws have pulled Vanderbilt within 5. He's got a string of 6 in a row going at the line. Tennessee beats the pressure. White against Turner. Turner can't foul. Comes down with a rebound. Remember, Turner playing with 4. Intimidated White a little bit at 6'9", and Vandy has a chance to get 2 more. Cox, baseline jumper, no good. Fetterman with a rebound. Even though Reese had position, Fetterman went up and got it.
Cox didn't get the shot he really wanted. He was pressed too hard. He wasn't wide open, and he had to shoot it over people, which meant Fetterman was there, and he had to raise the arc of his shot, and he wouldn't go.
Shot clock turned off now. 4:23 remaining, so Tennessee can hold it for the rest of the game.
And they've already gone delay. It's what we talked about. When the shot clock goes off and you're down to the 4-minute mark, of course it was 4+, but with 45 seconds on the shot clock, it doesn't matter. And they've gone 3-2 delay. They've spread it out.
Jenkins puts a shot up over Clem. It's good. Big basket there by Fred Jenkins. His first 2 of the second half. He has 10 in the game.
They get you so spread out, and it makes it very, very difficult for you. They got a lot of space to operate in. They're quick, and they can handle the ball well.
Reese, shot blocked by Fetterman. On the floor, picked up by Tennessee. Fans want it over and back, but no call as Jenkins, White, and Beeman combine to save it for the Volunteers. Wide open White. He's fouled by Cox.
Backdoor cut from the weak side. Nothing fancy. Defense turned their head. And a beautiful pass from their assist leader, Tyrone Beeman. And Vandy has really got their work cut out for them right there. Cox turned his head. It's going to cost him right here. He fouls right here. They didn't get the basket, but they're going to shoot 2.
3rd foul on Phil Cox as Bobby Westbrooks comes into the Vandy lineup, replacing Glenn Clem. That's Westbrooks, number 15.
Vandy needs all the speed and quickness they can get in this lineup to guard the perimeter people of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Tony White misses on the free throw. He has 18 points in the game. Not heavily recruited before his senior season, but wound up his senior year with 17 points a game average and 4 assists a game. He gets the second one to go down. Now 19 in the game for White, and we'll take a timeout. We have timeout in Nashville, Tennessee. 3 minutes, 36 seconds to play in this SEC game, with Tennessee leading Vanderbilt by a score of 63-54.
Good dinner.
Your favorite.
The Red Man reaction. Satisfaction.
Introducing new Gillette Foamy Gel. The gel that gives you more than any other gel. More lubricants. Better beard setup. More lubricants. Smooth takeoff. More lubricants. For the closeness and comfort you want in the shave, get new Gillette Foamy Gel. The gel that gives you more.
Vanderbilt with the basketball, trailing 63-54 with 3.5 minutes left. Cox from outside, no good. Tennessee with another rebound. Beeman comes out on the dribble. Quick pass to Jenkins, feeds it back to Beeman, and they'll again work the clock. Vanderbilt just about has to foul now. There's a collision. It'll be a walking call against Beeman. McKinney went down, so did Beeman. Traveling call against Tennessee.
Good defensive positioning by McKinney. Looked like really a charge. Beeman got the ball back, though, and moved his feet. Vandy's going to go the other way. They've really got Vandy in a tough situation at court spread, and Vandy needs to really start hitting, and this guy's the guy that got to do it. Wasn't a good shot.
He missed it, Turner did, but Westbrooks knocked it home. On the offensive board, Bobby Westbrooks gets his 9th point of the game. 63-56, Vanderbilt cuts the lead to 7. 2 minutes, 55 seconds on the clock. Here's another collision. This foul will be called on Vanderbilt's Westbrooks. That'll be his 3rd.
I thought it was a good call. He wasn't set up very good, and he did a good job of acting. Tennessee's going to go to the line and shoot 1-and-1. Right there. Still moving his feet, and he's falling down before the man even gets to him.
Tennessee is 5th in the conference in free throw shooting at 69.4% as a team, but they've been a better shooting team at the line this afternoon than Vanderbilt, who came in as the leading team in the conference. In fact, they've only missed 1 free throw in the second half. Here's Jenkins missing, and the rebound, Westbrooks.
We jinx him every time.
Never fails. Vanderbilt with a chance to get too closer. A basket would pull them within 5. They need to get something going in a hurry. Reese has it knocked away by Beeman, out of bounds to the Commodores.
This is a must trip for Vandy with 2:42 to go. They're down 7. They could cut it to 5. It's almost a must trip if they're going to hang in at all.
Phil Cox gives it up to McKinney. Fans say get it done in a hurry. Zone by Tennessee. Turner came up with a miss. Rebound Cox underneath. Put it up and in.
The littlest man on the court got inside with the Giants and made it happen.
14 for Phil Cox, all in the second half.
Big basket.
63-58, a reach-in foul on McKinney of Vanderbilt. That's his 3rd.
Jenkins shooting 69.5% at the line on the year. He reaches right there trying to get it, and you got a piece of him. It's a good call.
McKinney with a foul, sending Jenkins to the free throw line as you watch it from another angle.
There it is again. He tried to stuff it at the end, but it was too late because he'd already been fouled.
Jenkins hits.
They always give you a good show here in Music City, USA. Last year, Larry Gatlin and the Gatlin brothers sang the national anthem, and today we had the 4 guys from the Grand Ole Opry fame, and what a job they did. It was absolutely magnificent.
You see Reese going to the bench for Vanderbilt, replaced by Glenn Clem, as Jenkins sights and hits the 2nd free throw.
That's touch 2. Got it up on the front. If you just get it up on the front, it's got a chance to fall. Tennessee back man-to-man. They zoned that last trip on that out-of-bounds situation when Cox got that little putback in underneath.
7-point lead for Tennessee. Vandy needs to get something in a hurry. Here's Cox. He got it. Phil Cox has been hot in the second half. It was Turner in the first half. It's been Cox in the second half. And it'll be a timeout called by Vanderbilt. Their first time out of the game. So the Commodores call a timeout and try to gather some momentum for the final 2 minutes of play. And even 2 minutes showing on the clock. Timeout in Nashville's Memorial Gymnasium with a score. The Volunteers of Tennessee 65 and the Commodores of Vanderbilt 60. We'll be right back.
Chrissy! Chrissy! We're out of ink.
I know.
But didn't I tell you yesterday to have some sent from Seattle?
Yes.
Well, why isn't it here? Didn't you use Federal Express?
No.
Well, why not?
Because you told me to save a little money.
But it isn't here.
But I saved you money.
But we're out of ink. Chrissy, you call us a newspaper. Look at it. You call us a newspaper. That's an absolute...
Next time, send it Federal Express. Why fool around with anyone else?
We are Pepsi free, caffeine free, Coca-Cola can be. We are Pepsi free, caffeine free, caffeine free.
Hey America, you're gonna love the great cola taste of regular Pepsi Free. And wait till you try delicious Diet Pepsi Free. There's no Diet Cola like it.
We are Pepsi free, caffeine free. Taste how good a cola can be. We are Pepsi free.
Tom Hammond and Joe Dean from Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville, Tennessee. 2 minutes remaining in this SEC contest. with Tennessee leading by 5. Full court pressure again from Vanderbilt. They need a steal. McKinney tried to get it backdoor, double team Jenkins. Fetterman in front court. Westbrook's made a pass at him, couldn't get it. They're going to have to start fouling if they can't get a steal.
They've got to gamble if they can't get the steal. You're right. Put them at the line and take their chances on a team that's an average foul shooting team, just under 70%. Hope they can miss some front ends of 1-and-1s, and of course they've got a scorer at the other end.
Glenn Clem commits the foul, his second. Will go again to the Tennessee free throw line.
Well, they put the right man on there, and I'm sure Coach C.M. Newton said when Rob Jones gets it, he's the poorest foul shooter in the game right now. He's shooting 60% on the year. We'll watch.
However, he's 2 for 2, now 3 for 3 this afternoon. Rob Jones, the 6'7 junior, homegrown product from Knoxville. Got them both. Pressure free throws by Jones. He has 6 points in the game. It's again a 7-point Tennessee lead.
Didn't bother Rob Jones. He just stepped up there and drilled them both and gave them a 7-point lead.
Cox and White colliding. Ball out of bounds. Back to Vanderbilt.
Impressed with this Tennessee defense all afternoon. It has been tremendous.
Balls will travel to Lexington to play Kentucky Monday night, and we'll be there for the telecast on most of these SPI network stations.
If they can handle Kentucky's size on the inside, their quickness could give Kentucky some problems. There it is again. Again, the toughest call in this game. Cox trying to go for the basket, and Tony White trying to say no.
Third foul on Tony White. Phil Cox at the line, 6 for 6 this afternoon.
Good shot of that Tennessee bench. Don DeVoe.
Rimmed out on him. Vanderbilt has had several key misses at the free throw line this afternoon, and 2 of them by their 2 best free throw shooters, Turner at 86% and Cox at 80%. They both missed the front end of a bonus situation, which could be make Vanderbilt 4 points closer. It would have been a 3-point game. Instead, it's a 7-point Tennessee lead as the clock ticks under a minute and a half. Spinning move by Beeman goes all the way, misses the shot, but he's fouled. Westbrooks has number 4.
Keep mentioning it. They're in a 3-2 set. They got the forwards pulled way up high. They have so much daylight. And here, just a reverse dribble. He just whips Cock, and you can see there's nothing behind because of the way the court is spread out. He tries to take it home, and he's going to shoot 2. Beautiful move. Tyrone Beeman.
Senior from Niagara Falls, New York, who's averaging 7 a game and has 5 this afternoon. The 2 free throws would equal his average. He'll have one more.
Excellent foul shooter. Just over 77% on the year, and one of the leaders in the league.
Holds the school records for single-season steals. He had 67 steals last season. Has led the team in assists the past 2 years. Again this year, Tyrone Beeman with the 2 free throws. 9-point Tennessee lead. Bomber by Cox. No good. Fetterman fighting against Clem. Beeman knocks it out of bounds. Back to Vandy.
Cox did the right thing, though. You got to get it down quick, and you got to get it up. They're down 9, and the clock is totally against them.
Turner. Quick jumper hits. Timeout Vandy. Turner popped it in with a minute 10 seconds remaining. So we have a timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second timeout. They have 1 remaining. A minute 10 to play from Nashville. Timeout with Tennessee leading Vanderbilt 69-62. We'll be back to Nashville after these messages from your local station.
Ford Escort. It's engineered with 4-wheel independent suspension for a smoother ride than this Japanese import. It's engineered with more passenger room than this Japanese import. Plus, Escort has more standard features than this Japanese import. And now with the new available 2-liter diesel engine, Ford Escort is engineered for better mileage ratings than this Japanese import. Have you driven the best-built American cars? Have you driven a Ford lately?
When you have a dream, unreachable as it may seem, impossible dreams become reality when you strive to become the best you can be. The biggest taste you've ever found, the one that never lets you down.
Tom Hammond and Joe Dean once again from Nashville, Tennessee. A minute 10 to play in the basketball game. Tennessee will put it in against the Vanderbilt pressure defense. Here's the home run pass, Fetterman, and Turner is just fouled out of the game. Turner had no alternative after Fetterman got the step. He hacked him on the arm to save the layup, and will foul out of the game with 1:09 remaining.
They set it up beautifully and threw the home run ball. And, of course, Fetterman's going to shoot two. Beautiful execution.
Reese comes in to replace him, and Jeff Turner goes out. Here is our Tennessee Gulf Most Valuable Player, Tony White. Making a move to the basket. White has played an excellent game starting for the Vols this afternoon. 19 points for the freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina. He is our Tennessee Gulf MVP.
And the little 5'11" guard who has been a reserve almost all year, but he played so well against Auburn that they gave him a starting assignment, and he's responded, and you saw him there stuffing that basketball at just 5'11". He can really get up, and he's had a beautiful game on the outside, and he's really led the Tennessee attack.
Fetterman got both free throws. He's 6 for 6 at the line this afternoon. 71-62 Tennessee. From outside, the shot no good by Clem. Rebound, little Phil Cox puts it up under pressure. Rebound on the miss, cleared by Jones of Tennessee. He's immediately fouled by Steve Reese. So we'll troop to the Tennessee free throw line once again. Now they called on McKinney instead of Reese. Could have been either one, I think. It'll be number 4 on Al McKinney. Now let's take a look at our Vanderbilt Most Valuable Player. It's Jeff Turner. Although he had a little bit of trouble in the second half getting on track, he's carried the load both on the boards and offensively for Vanderbilt. We have him with 20 points in the game. It is Jeff Turner, our Vanderbilt Most Valuable Player. As part of the Gulf Oil Most Valuable Player Award Scholarship Program, Gulf will donate $500 to the General Scholarship Fund of both Vanderbilt and Tennessee. It's Turner of Vandy and White of Tennessee, our MVPs. Jones rolls in the free throw for Tennessee. He'll have another. Tennessee has shot very well at the free throw line. Here's one of the guys that's done it. Jones is 5 for 5, 6 for 6 now. He has 8 in the game.
We mentioned Tennessee had lost 8 straight league games on the road, and DeVoe felt like it was a pivotal game for them, that they had to start winning on the road. And they have really played a tremendous game here this afternoon, and more than anything else, their defense, it has been tenacious. They've stayed after it. They've applied the good pressure. They've taken Vandy out of their offense, and they've controlled the game with good pressure defense, Don DeVoe style.
Jeff Gary commits the foul. 45 seconds now remaining. Tennessee already has its longest lead in the game. They're up by 11. And a chance to tack 2 more on that lead as Tyrone Beeman steps to the stripe, where he's 3 for 3 this afternoon. Started every game as a junior, every game as a senior. Named the most courageous player at the team banquet after his junior season, Tyrone Beeman. Missed the second shot, battle for the rebound, pulled off by Vanderbilt's Clem. Here's McKinney getting by Beeman, takes it all the way to the basket. A collision. Let's see if the basket is good. Yes, it'll count. Basket will count, and it'll be a foul on Tennessee. Well, that's what they don't want to do. They don't want to commit fouls and let Vanderbilt score when the clock stops. 4th foul on Fred Jenkins.
In fact, Don DeVoe's up glaring. You're right, Tom. The one thing that they do not want is to give up a 3-point basket this late in the game. I think it's out of reach. I think Tennessee's home free, but he's shaking his head, Don DeVoe, and he did. He gave up a 3-point play, and he didn't like it. I don't blame him. Full pressure by Vandy.
McKinney hit the free throw. He was just named Regional Academic All-American, and McKinney will be eligible for the National All-American voting coming up in February. He just there commits his 5th personal foul. But Regional Academic All-American Al McKinney of Vanderbilt, who has a grade point average, Joe, in engineering now. After a perfect fall semester, McKinney has a career grade point average of 2.27 out of a possible 3 in engineering here at Vanderbilt. And McKinney gets a good hand as he goes to the bench after committing his 5th personal foul.
Fred Jenkins at the line. He is really going to be a good one. I like him.
Missed it. Rebound to Clem. Westbrooks is open in the corner, and he hits it. Bobby Westbrooks. 74-67, 7-point game. Now 18 seconds remaining. Beeman fouled by Westbrooks. That'll be 5 on Westbrooks, I believe, too.
Let's see if it's 1 or 2 shots.
Could be an intentional foul. Let's see. Roger Paramore says it'll be 1+1.
Close.
I think he thought, well, no point adding insult to injury. As Westbrooks becomes the 3rd Vanderbilt starter to foul out of the game. Turner fouled out with 1:09. Just a couple of moments ago, McKinney fouls out. And with 17 seconds, Bobby Westbrooks goes to the sideline with a total of 11 points. Here's Brett Burrow, who comes in to replace him. As Tyrone Beeman makes another visit to the free throw line. 17 ticks of the clock remaining as Beeman steps to the stripe and hits.
You're right about one thing, Tom. They've done a beautiful job all afternoon at the foul line. And they've not been one of the better foul shooting teams in the league. But they went on the road, and you've got to make foul shots, particularly on the road, if you have any chance of winning. And this volunteer team has come into Vanderbilt, and they've done that. Don DeVoe's had good success, though, against Vanderbilt. Last year he lost both games, but that's been unusual.
Gary from outside connects for Vandy. And the Commodores will call a timeout. Their final timeout with only 6 seconds remaining. As they take their final timeout, and we have only 6 ticks of the clock remaining, as Tennessee will break an 8-game SEC losing record with a victory over Vanderbilt here this afternoon. That should give them some momentum for their big game in Lexington Monday night, Joe.
I'm excited about it. I mentioned the fact that DeVoe has had good success against Vanderbilt. He's 9-2 against Vandy since he came to Knoxville.
The senior executive producer of the SPI television network is Russ Potts. Executive producer Keith Samples. Coordinating producer Jimmy Rayburn. Our producer director from Nashville this afternoon, Dave Burchett. And you'll see all the other folks that made our telecast possible from Memorial Gymnasium. Hope you'll be joining us on most of these SPI stations. Ralph Hacker and Butch Clifton along tomorrow for the Ole Miss Florida game from Gainesville. And then on Monday night, most of these stations will have the battle between the Tennessee Volunteers and the Wildcats of Kentucky. That game will come your way on most of these SPI stations at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Central.
Most of the people in the league don't think you can go into Rupp Arena and defeat this great Kentucky team, but watching Tennessee here today, I think we got a battle on our hands.
Kentucky a winner today over Georgia, breaking open a close game late and coasting to victory. Here's a Vanderbilt foul with 5 seconds left. Knocked White to the court, our MVP.
He was slow getting up, and they need him for Monday night because what a game he's had here. He started
Don DeVoe didn't even decide until he got to the arena that he was going to start White.
Tom, he went with a smaller lineup, and it does give him an awful lot of quickness. It's a small team with 2 6'7" people on the inside, and the perimeter people are 5'11", 6'2", and 6'3". And in today's game, that's small, but they are quick, and that team really did it here with great defense. They really got after him. Can't say enough nice things about it.
Didn't get the basket up and in before the buzzer. White missed the free throw. Vandy can't get it in before time expires, so that's the end of the game, and Tennessee has won it. Final score from Nashville, the Tennessee Volunteers beating Vanderbilt 76-71. C.M. Newton, the Vandy coach, congratulating Don DeVoe and the Tennessee players after the Vols break an 8-game SEC losing streak with that 76-69 win over Vandy here this afternoon. Tennessee winning for the 13th time against 7 losses. Their conference record now evens up at 4-4. Vandy now 9-8, 4-4 also in SEC play. Tennessee wins it. We'll be back to Nashville in a moment.
Tonight you're still a bachelor. Tomorrow's almost here. So while you're still a free man, let's bring on the beer. Whoa, whoa. On this night to remember, it's so clear. You deserve to celebrate with more taste than beer. The bull's got a taste so big, so bold, so smooth. Let's all party with the Schlitz Malt Liquor Bull. Don't say beer, say bull. Hey gang, how about another bull? No one does it like the bull.
You're working hard to see the day. Your uniform says USA. And you're thirsty to do what they're asking you to. 'Cause there's something big waiting for me and you. Coke is it, the biggest taste you've ever found. Coke is it, the one that never lets you down. Coke is it, the most refreshing taste around. Coke is it, Coke is it.
Hee-Haw's got Pickin' and Grinnin', Pretty Girls, Minnie's Pearls, Old Faces, Wild Chases, Funny Scenes, Country Queens, and all the superstars you've come to expect from country's #1 show. We take pride in bringing you the best in country music and the most in country fun. From Dukes to Kooks, you won't be bored. From hot kicks to hot licks, we're all pumped up about Hee-Haw.
Saturdays at 5, only on Channel 5.
With 82% free throw shooting, Tennessee comes into Nashville and whips the Vandy Commodores. Final score, Tennessee 76, Vanderbilt 69. This is Tom Hammond for Joe Dean saying so long from Memorial Gym in Nashville, Tennessee. This is the SPI Television Network.